I already deleted the video footage for it, so it is going to be a weird one if I do even... I'll bring it down. Elden Ring have the precise same hold boss. Oh, yeah, that was so annoying. I kept talking about that when I was fighting... That is true. That is like one of those very... I'm complaining a lot, obviously. I mean, I think that goes without saying. But there is that whole thing that I was talking about a lot with Millennia, and how she, if you're not specifically like right next to her, allowing her to attack, she'll go into RP walk mode, where she just kind of walks around you until you decide to get close enough. This sort of thing. But like this, it lasts a lot less time in this game, to be fair. So it is, no, it's not. It's the Argentina episode. That one is the Argentina episode, which is probably going to be important context for why exactly we are, for like some of the content that we talk about. Nope. No, still not. I tried to dodge to the side there that time. Yeah, nope. What? What? No, I meant the big long-ass wind-ups. Oh, that's... I mean, it's like I'm not going to be able to react to anything in the first place. It's like... It's not like if they were much shorter that I would have too hard of a time. No, I don't like the RP walking specifically. Where they'll just kind of like circle strafe around you for a huge amount of time if you are not active. When was the last time that I died to the first phase of the fight? Okay, let's throw this thing on and see. And like let this one go. Where is it? Decoded the wall hieroglyphics. I don't think they mean anything. Honestly, there's a point where I kind of wonder with a lot of this stuff how much of it might just be like assets or something that are bought. Because this entire part is so wildly different from the rest of the game that I wonder if it was actually created like this for the game, to have like wall hieroglyphics and everything. Where did I put this? Did I delete it at some point? Oh, here we go. Endo Fanera episode 3 right here. 40 minutes long. That'll be... Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let me just go get the microphone. Get the thing near the microphone.
The microphone, yes. I'm just talking into the microphone. That's all I'm doing right now. You just need to give me some feedback to tell me whether I should keep doing this or whether I've done enough.
Okay, that should be good.
I'm just going to keep talking otherwise, though, so whatever. Oh, that's enough. Okay, good.
Yep. Okay, are you ready to start the episode? Every single time we start up an episode, okay. By the way.
Yes.
Are you ready to accept your horrible, unfair sort of burden that you put upon yourself by claiming something fucking stupid? Fucking stupid.
Yes.
This... Okay, do you want me to even explain what the hell we're talking about there? Because there is an explanation for it. Last time, Hitman was able to defeat the evil cyber wizard known as Endo Fanera in the realm of the digital. But of course, only defeating the digital wizard does not mean that he is able to defeat the entire... Okay, so the context for that... Oh, I'm not dead yet. So the context for that is that... All right... We were talking about the song Old Gray Mare. You know, Old Gray Mare, she ain't what she used to be. And second guy looked it up on the internet, found out that it was about an old Baltimore mayor. An old mayor of Baltimore who had the last name of McNulty. And he said, well, hey, do you think that's why they named the main character from The Wire McNulty? And I'm like, prove it. Prove it. And then for the next, I don't know, like 30, 40 minutes, he was going through every single deep dive Wikipedia thing to try and figure out if this old mayor from the like early 1800s, for God's sake, was the namesake of the main character of, oh my God, was the namesake of the main character of The Wire. And obviously, he had no proof of anything, but I kept forcing him to either admit that he was wrong or to find proof that that was the case, which is why I was saying, after you're saying something so fucking stupid, because it's like, because I just kept trying to force him to prove that McNulty from The Wire and this, again, early 1800s mayor that was the subject of the song Old Gray Mare is the same person. Okay. Obviously, that wasn't going to make it into the episode because he was wrong. I mean, it would have been great to make it into the episode because he was wrong. Because he heard the word McNulty and he's like, oh, well, it must be this guy from this contemporary television series because they're in the same city. And I'm just like, no, I refuse to believe that. And I schooled him so hard on that one, by the way. Because there was absolutely no proof that that was the namesake of the person. Because that's stupid. It's a random mayor from the 1800s. Of course they have nothing to do with each other. No, but he was in Baltimore, and The Wire takes place in Baltimore. Clearly, they're the same person. Clearly. There's no other way. That's why I said fucking stupid. Because that was fucking stupid. Anyway, okay, so that... There's the context for what I was saying at the beginning there. Yeah, if you were, I think we even said in that episode, there was some point in time where second guy was talking about like, hey, what about blah blah blah, and I'm like, nope, we're not talking about things that happened before recording. We're not doing it because otherwise it would have devolved into this. It's like we can. So there you go. There's the behind the scenes of what sort of garbage happens whenever we try to record an episode of anything ever. Just in case you were curious. All right. Should probably go throw back on Endo Fanera. Mm-hmm. And one more. Last two brain cells choking each other out. Hey, I was right. Excuse me. I was correct because the thing he said was stupid. And he was so adamant about like, oh, no. Baltimore, McNulty. It must be the same thing, which is why I was so insistent on having him prove it. It's like you can't just say stupid shit around here. I refuse to have that happen. Come on now. Nobody says anything stupid on my channel. Once again, this would be even weirder if this was actually the successful run. I don't think I would include that first part. Nope, still did not get it. Where you deconstruct every episode of Endo Fanera. And I didn't even get it. Get that stamina back, baby. Well, I probably didn't want to use both there. Okay, so this is the one where she did before. Oh, no. That's that one. All right. There's bound to be some writer's comment. Start looking it up right now. Oh, do you want to go down the same hole where you get schooled so hard by me that I have to prevent you from talking about it in the future? Because I'll let you do that. All right, anyway. Okay, so with that context, let's just go back to the beginning of the episode. Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let me just go get the microphone. Get the thing near the microphone.
The microphone, yes. I'm just talking into the microphone. That's all I'm doing right now. You just need to.
Every episode, he struggles to talk.
Or whether I've done enough.
When we first start.
I'm just going to keep talking otherwise, though, so whatever. Oh, that's enough. Okay, good.
Yep. Okay, are you ready to start the episode then?
Okay, yes.
Are you ready to accept your horrible, unfair sort of burden that you put upon yourself by claiming something fucking stupid? Fucking stupid.
Yes.
Okay, great. Then let's start this one up then in 5, 4, 3, 2. Last time, Hitman was able to defeat the evil cyber wizard known as Endo Fanera in the realm of the digital. But of course, only defeating the digital wizard does not mean that he is able to defeat the entirety of Providence. No. They have to be defeated both in the real world and in the false one. And unfortunately, during the battle, although I did make quick work of the nefarious magician, I did happen to use my enchanted axe that I got from the Giga Kronstadt fight back in Miami, so I'm not going to be able to use that against the Constant now. And so we join them back here, escaped from the realm of ones and zeros, here to finally defeat Providence for real. I forgot how long that was. Great, because you don't have to wait. We're doing it right now. Also, yes, this is Yates. You might remember Ken Morgan all the way back from forgot about Giga Kronstadt. I love that bit. This is his partner in the same law firm.
Oh, of course, yeah, Yates from the Second Coming.
Forgot how low I had Second Guy mixed.
Oh, okay.
With the Rockstar that I electrocuted by making him sing into a electrified microphone.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. You killed him with the electric field.
we got him fully home aloned up, and I was already out of there at that point. Actually, Ken, I killed by throwing coins in 2 specific locations and then pushing him off a ledge. So, I mean, I guess technically that was after a grilled cage, so it wasn't quite my start of darkness.
So back in grilled cage, did you keep that take? Did that take go into the final mix, or did as a tribute?
Of which one?
Last take the grilled cage where you kill the guy with the microphone. The microphone.
Yeah, that was the one that I ended up doing, and then I also showed the stupid drum thing.
Oh yeah, you actually control the synthesizer. Yeah. Anyway, so your rendezvous with Diana Burnwood.
You tried to Endo Fanera that one, and it just didn't work, did it?
I just ended up saying it wrong.
I mean, that is half the things I do on this channel, so I'm not. Who am I to argue here, really?
Yeah, rendezvous, of course, stands for respond, please.
And we're doing that. I mean, yeah. After the previous one where Diana was, of course, nowhere to be found. We're now meeting back up to, we're getting the gang back together, baby. No, these people do not recognize Hitman, of course.
She's a nun in an abbey in Austria overlooking the mountains.
Yep. I got to get back together with, I don't know this reference.
She's no longer considered to be an asset of the abbey. It's Sound of Music. I'm sorry.
Man, yeah. I don't know why I didn't make that. Well,
I don't know.
Anyway,
she kind of looked like Julie Andrews sitting in front of the the hills before launching into the hills are alive at the time. I don't know, whatever.
I guess I can kind of see that, but also that was. I mean, fair enough. Okay, you know what? I'll give you this one. Now you get 2 points for this episode. Get 5 points, and I'll buy you a pizza.
I'm doing this episode as a punishment because I kept making
unverifiable claims about the characters in The Wire. We did talk about it. Oh no, we cannot talk about things that happened before the episode. That's every single episode we do.
Well, we can't talk about the 4 hours it took of just talking about nothing. We
can go and talk about what it would be like to have sex with the hamburger helper glove again if you really want to do that. We did talk about that at length.
Bring that up
because I think that was the highlight of what we were doing.
So that happened.
I still think it's a valid question of are we going to have the hand of the glove facing up or down when you're having sex?
I mean, there were a number of questions.
Did I keep talking about it?
Mostly you raised, and I only brought it up because
maybe I've thought extensively about this sort of thing before, but I think everybody does, In the wee hours of the morning when you can't get to sleep, you just wonder if I was in a romantic relationship with a cartoon character meant to sell me not even hamburger, but noodles that are meant to assist with the creation of hamburger dishes.
Auxiliary noodles.
It comes from the same era where we had products like, I cannot believe that this is not butter.
Yeah, it's shocking to me.
It's shocking. I am both appalled and completely and totally unwilling to give any credibility to this product that claims itself not to be a churned cream, but something else. It gives me no indication of what it could possibly be. So my assumption still has to be that it is, in fact, butter.
So one of the things I only came up with that, like,
God, this series is so fucking bad.
Rolling around in a dirty glove, and that's.
I was making fun of the concept of a spitball because it's gross.
I thought you were because I thought there was like a softball thing where you were saying, I really set you up.
I think this is the point that I decided to be an Endo Fanera episode.
Oh,
About throwing a ball. How does that become? Yes, and now I'm just rolling around in filth in this disgusting banana glove thing.
Well, luckily we recorded all of this context that's so necessary for understanding what we're saying.
Yeah. So we could definitely make this what is not going to be another episode of Endo Fanera. Certainly.
Well, what would this one be? Messianic accomplished, I guess you'd call it.
It's Miss Ionak.
Okay, Miss Ionak.
Miss Ionak. Ionak accomplished.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
The junior partner.
This is actually apparently the same guy from the murder mystery dealio, so I guess that's that's what he looks like. It's surprising to see
the
that
detective like dressed up. As,
no.
Like,
that was there was also a lawyer in there writing up the verifying the will. I don't remember exactly what it was.
Yeah, I think wasn't there something where they changed the will like at last minute?
I think banana.
Kids.
Speaking of. By the way, I think like a cluster of bananas is called a glove, which is why I was saying that earlier. You know, giving more context because apparently you don't understand things.
Is that true?
I don't know. I said it though, so it must be.
A cluster of bananas.
No. You're not going to force me to do a different episode of your choosing, or maybe you are. Well, look it up.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm barely cognizant of where I'm not. How would I and that's.
How would you not know where you're not?
Well,
how do you know
where you are?
Okay,
you're not.
I guess that is a way to determine where you are.
Yeah, it's one of the most important parts of that, and knowing where you're not is so important to knowing where you are that arguably it's hard to even discuss where you are in terms of where you're not. I don't know.
It makes meeting up with you very difficult.
Copy pasta, whatever. We're just kind of spinning our wheels. This is the worst series I think we've ever done. Just like
sure, that's why we now have a podcast for it. Soon to be sponsored by Audible and also I don't know one of those mattress companies that you order stuff from.
Mattress, yeah, the famous mattress company called Mattress. It's having some branding issues.
Whatever.
People keep googling mattress and.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. It's like they were the ones that originally came up with the concept of mattress, but then that just became the standard way to refer to what do they call it? Bedding linen. It's like that's not. I think it's like bed pillow, right? That's what it was. That's like the proper name for it, but everybody just calls them mattresses now.
Is that true? Do people call it a bed linen or
a bed pillow?
Bed pillow. A bed pillow.
It's like a pillow for your bed that you lay on. I feel like the etymology of that is pretty obvious.
I mean, it's soft as a pillow, but
but it's not a pillow. It's a bed pillow. It's not a pillow you put on a bed. It's a pillow for the bed, but not that you put on the bed. You put it on the bed, and then you lay on it.
Wouldn't that be a headboard though? Like the bed's pillow.
No, you don't lay on the headboard. What are you talking about?
I mean, what I'm saying is like
you might hit the headboard a couple times when you're having sex with the
hamburger helper.
Course, yeah. The helping hand, aka Lefty.
Yes. I always called it the hamburger helper. We looked it up in the course of that conversation, and we found out that I was completely wrong on that.
Right. I mean, occasionally characters are named after that, but usually that's because the cereal is named after them, like Captain Crunch. We've talked about this. Mm-hmm. We've talked about this. How many times do I need to say this before you understand it?
McNulty had a serial killer subplot in the way.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
Sorry, McNulty was the one. That's why I'm being punished.
The 19th century mayor.
I thought that McNulty was
had a subplot in real life where he killed
Baltimore. No, McNulty, the detective, the fictional detective of The Wire, had like the season 5 big plot was like, oh.
You can see why this couldn't go up as the episode, by the way. Yeah, this is a pretty wild. This probably doesn't make any sense.
Did that? Wow, that banana transformed
happening
into a
here?
woman in a yellow dress.
I guess that makes
kind
sense.
of like that looked like from afar. That looked like a glove of bananas, but now it's just
but as it turns out, it's just a woman who looks like a banana because it was a banana transformed into a woman.
Well, because of her clothes look, the same color as a banana.
Right.
So you've got to do.
If a banana transformed to if a piece of fruit transformed to a sexy woman, would you date them? Been watching Doc on the Red. Can I just hey, I'm going to talk over this part right now so you can't hear it. Let me say it again to make it a little bit clearer. If a piece of fruit transformed into a sexy woman, okay, no, I'm going to talk. The part wasn't over yet. I'm going to keep talking right now so you don't hear this. If you're a first-time watcher of the stream, because you don't need to hear this part. She's super into being pedantic about facts about The Wire.
I mean, it doesn't matter where.
And also being cucumber, which is a fruit. The berry.
That's a highly erotic fruit. I think this could work. Yeah.
Okay, well, great. Then I know what to get you for Christmas.
Oh wow.
a cucumber, I guess.
Just a
cucumber.
The cucumber the size of a large.
Well, the cucumber is roughly the size of a human, and it's not really the same thing, is it? You know what? Okay, I think I understand why I didn't want to put this one up.
Cut a cucumber like clean.
You know, a sword could cut a cucumber. I'm sorry. Look, I'm trying to be your wingman here, but I don't really know how to do it, and I don't think that dating vegetables is going to work.
Well, you suggested. I mean, you were talking about fruit, but still, you suggested
it's a berry. I'm looking this up right now. Is a cucumber? A cucumber is a fruit.
I don't understand how we have 4 hours of like a really, really stupid conversation, and then we get on this recording and we make it somehow we just get worse. Like it doesn't like you'd think that the fact that we're doing this for other people would make it like more respectable or something, but it's like no, it's the greatest hits of the least respectable things we said in the prior conversation.
Fruits, the tomato, squash, pumpkins, cucumbers. Yeah, so it's like a berry, right? A cucumber berry. Let me just. I couldn't. The thing is, I don't like. The thing is, I didn't want to say like. The only thing that came to mind was blueberry, and I just kept thinking of like Willy Wonka, and I'm like, I don't want to say that. That's stupid. But it's like I already said banana, so I couldn't think of any other fruit, so I had to come up with something, right?
Aren't you glad you didn't come up with a better fruit?
Yeah, if I said orange, that would have probably made more sense. But instead, I'm like a cucumber because I was eating cucumbers earlier.
Aren't you sad you didn't come up with orange in the earlier conversation?
And I mean, like, I'm just saying, if we're gonna talk about the Hamburger Helper Club, why not talk about a? So should we just stop this episode?
No, this is going too well.
Okay, well, we're going to do Endo Fanera episode 3, everybody.
Endo Fanera, Missionic accomplished. Did I do that right?
Mission accomplished. Missionic.
I feel like you're changing it. Like it was definitely Missionic.
It can be a
Missionic.
If a corruption of a phrase turned into a sexy woman and her name is Missionic. Would you date her?
Is she interested in pedantic conversation? And
she is literally a text.
Wow.
Literally literature.
So I think we could have a Pina Colada song on our hands then, yeah.
Okay. Do you think it's going to mess with your cucumber wife? Or did that relationship not work
I'm sorry. Were those two? I thought these were two different hypotheticals.
Oh, no. This is a shared universe where I take various concepts and turn them into sexy women. I'm Tumblr.
we can't form a polycule even in this universe, though. It's just.
What if you were to take a hypothetical of two different women and it became a sexy woman? Would you date them?
I mean, is it interested in pedantic?
It's a hypothetical transformed into a person.
So I'm taking that as yes. Okay, yeah, I would go for that. But what about the other two people before that?
They don't exist. This is this hypothetical
This
is
is
based on the two
we're
previous
setting up a
hypothetical universes that exist.
Okay. Oh, they actually used the term false flag in a way that wasn't just like, oh, that's a false flag. Like, no, it's sailing under a false flag. I don't think I've ever heard that phrase used to refer
I feel
to
like
the
that's
original,
in character for
pirates or
this
whatever.
game, at least comparatively.
Mhm.
Like that
By the
that
way,
is
that
something
was-
that could happen in the Hitman universe.
Is this the first time you've ever had a blue character talking to a red character? And is that like, if you can't eliminate somebody, are they always blue?
It's very rare to have a like do not eliminate target. I think the only other one that existed in the series, if I'm not mistaken, was the Constant back in the Isle of Sagail.
Now,
And I
can
don't
Diana
know if
Byrne
they
would-
if he ever talked to
Okay.
anyone, either of the Washington sisters.
Now,
Will you
can-
just get on there? Will you just get on there?
I like that there's so it's a tennis racket, but it's also a plate. Is that what I'm seeing there?
It's one of those hot plates. Come on, you've had that. That actually did. That actually worked.
yeah, okay. Like they bring it out and it's still sizzling. Yeah, okay.
Right. I mean, you can see the meat. I
Run was going
brought the
so
torch
well.
over
Yeah, I
here
know,
myself.
right?
But it's
That's
just
kind
like
of a fancy
I
tic-tac.
I ran out of health and like I was trying to see if I could outrun that one attack. Obviously, didn't work.
high class with TikTok now? Is this what the world has come to?
No, I just mean like people going to restaurants in that generation so that they can post about it on social media, and so they have like things like gimmicks and listen. I have not said anything coherent for the last 25 minutes. I don't know why.
I talked about
Really?
buying you a cucumber because I thought it would turn into a sexy woman. Like we're in the
you-
same boat here, okay? And I'm
These
just
are
like,
not-
surely somebody's going to interpret that in the wrong way. I don't know how, but that we can't put this up on the channel. But we're going
Immortalizing
to, I
the
guess.
cucumber.
This is
like-
unlisted. material.
Yeah, I really
Oh,
didn't.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
true. I didn't
Oh,
want
baby,
to.
this
is going on the unlisted. It's going on the
Endo
non-existent.
Fanera.
I'll tell you that right now.
Endo
Fanera. Because I'm just
I
like,
think we
what,
already-
is it too sexual to talk about
Gotcha, one's going
cucumbers?
sideways.
And
Yeah,
that
I thought
doesn't
so.
make any sense at all. That thing I just said. Like, what does
It's
that
just
even
like a-
mean? What am I afraid? Look, these are the thoughts that go through my head. Where I'm just like, well, I can't put up an episode where I talk about cucumbers. There's something that's gonna be. There's something untoward about that.
No one has ever served a hot plate before the TikTok generation came along. It's a new phenomenon.
And you
That's-
know,
that's all I'm saying.
it's better than calling them Zoomers. I'll take it.
Okay, fair
I'll
enough.
take it. I slam the money on the table.
I do kind of consider you to be like an elder Zoomer, even though you know, generation.
Get elder statesman status in the Zoomer generation. Great.
I mean,
Got adopted in
kind
the
of share-
draft.
I kind of share their sense of humor, but I feel like you kind of consume the same things that they do.
I have actually used TikTok before. Honestly, a lot of the TikTok stuff that I've seen has come from reaction videos from VTubers. Still true.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But at the same
then
time,
I
like,
actually started like watching some of it myself, and I feel like I should just continue on that train, right? Like maybe I should become the guy. I should become the avuncular uncular that actually knows TikTok memes. No, that sounds like the worst. Oh no, that was the worst thing. Now we can't put this episode up. That was the worst thing.
You were.
I'm not.
explaining a
I
number
wasn't
of,
kidding
like,
about that.
I think like
Oh no, that
generational
is.
memes to
Oh
me.
no, I'm seeing. I'm wilting before. I'm turning to dust. I'm turning into an old man.
You're the Zoomers' uncles.
It's
the
like the
Zoomer
end of Ark of the Covenant.
Yeah,
or
exactly. You
the
just get it.
other one with the cups.
There was a tweet made by the center in basketball named Chet Holmgren, and it was like,
Oh yeah. I trust him on pretty much any sort of Twitter related topics. That's where the Young
that's
Voncular
Twitter
tag
related
originated. Yes,
He-
from the
he-
many
he made an
conversations that we
X
had over the 7
formerly
hours it
tweet,
took to record this.
Twitter, whatever. He made
Formerly known as
a
tweets.
tweet that was 5'4" from Trey Ball is Odie from Hang Pull. 5'4" from Trey Ball is Odie from Hang Pull. That's the tweet. And it made everyone feel really, really old. But it makes perfect
No, this
sense
is
if you don't
pre-recorded
know
stock
this thing,
content
you don't
over
unpack it
live.
for
Yes.
30 minutes. Just means that
Do you
shooting
want to unpack it for a few minutes?
Yeah, sure. It just means that shooting 54% from 3 is overpowered to the point of like an overdose. From hang pull, which is a slang term for jumpers, like jumpers, jump shots, which is the most common way of shooting in the NBA. So, besides like dunking.
Oh, okay. Because I did not make any sort of OPOD sort of
Yeah, OD
connection
I think is just like
there. I mean, I do know what those words mean.
Yeah, it's not like completely. Yeah, like hang pull, and you can kind of see like hang pull. It's like when you make a jumper, that's kind of like you're making a pull up. Like
Yes. No. I absolutely see that when you're doing the old alley oop.
Exactly. Pick and roll. All the other lyrics.
Time to go sicko mode.
Yes. Ha ha ha. Yes.
Ah, yeah, sicko mode. I do. I also remember that from a couple years back.
So
hey, what's going on? Hey, what's going on? What other things can I anthropomorphize for you here?
This is kind of silly. Like they're just like he's doing this in the he's like
I certainly didn't stage it to be that way. I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, I'm just
like that
saying,
part where I
okay.
just literally stood in front of the target and listened to their entire conversation.
Yes. I'm just saying, like he's doing like he's having fun in front of the mirror, but the actual you can't.
The hitman is there,
yes,
ready to kill him, even though he won't kill him because he's not the target. This woman is the target. Got to be courteous, of course. I should really stop doing this. It's frankly disgusting.
Do they have that like plunger there so you can use that as a weapon?
I don't think you can use plungers as a weapon. I do not think that's one that is given to you.
Okay.
Well, anyway, that's how you do it, baby. Honestly, it's kind of disappointing because this is an entire area that does have like a winery and everything here. But I mean, that's why I did record a little bit of extra footage, allowing you to sort of to see what's going on at that point.
This is such an odd mission.
A lot of missions in Hitman 3 are fairly odd comparatively. Yes. It sort of felt like they wanted to break out of the usual formula, although they still kept ones like the Top of the World, the first mission that I did, as well as the Murder Mystery one, which were more traditional.
Is this a waltz, by the way?
It's tango. It's called The Last Tango.
Oh, I see.
That's like the in-game achievement that you get for it.
Okay.
Meet me at the Olive Garden at yes, he says One Last Tango. There you go. That's why they call it that too.
Yep.
See, I can also read text on screen. I know you're very proud of me.
I love to read text on screen in my Let's Plays. I just read every character. I do my own
I purposely don't do that. Stop mocking me with your mocking mocks.
I will never stop.
No, my ego, it's being destroyed right before my very eyes. The mocks, they wound me so. Wow, this is so bad. Pinpricks through my skin and into my brain. Any questions?
This says like we're just putting a ceiling on 100 views for this video. Just
right we're not putting it up. It's unlisted.
Yeah, I said it's unlisted. Yeah.
This is Endo Fanera episode 3, which is Miss Ionic accomplished or whatever.
And I mean, 100 is really that's including 90.
Oh, the people. Many people will click off the video after the first 10 seconds or so.
I mean, we're gonna watch. We're gonna watch this ourselves a few dozen times so we get the reference.
Oh no! I'm gonna watch it before it's uploaded on YouTube because I need to make sure that the sound levels are correct and everything.
Yeah, you need to make sure that this is high quality stuff.
You say that, but I do.
Yeah. No, I know. I wasn't being sarcastic about that.
I
Why
need
would
to like
you
cut
assume
out,
that I was-
in case like sound leaks over from one to another due to bad audio arrangements, whether on your end or my end, because that happens.
Of course, yeah. It's feedback. It's something you learn about when you start doing audio. Is like there's just inherent problems with feedback in the recording process.
I also
okay.
do a little bit of editing to make sure that if we're talking over one another, that I just pick whoever I think is more important, which is probably really more often you.
I feel like you actually do the opposite. I feel like you will routinely edit me out of many sentences.
Yeah, just
I'm
gotta.
not complaining. I'm just saying.
It's like, what do you
it's your
mean?
channel.
You're not the one editing these videos. I am.
No, I know. I mean, and it's fine. It's a perfectly valid choice. I'm usually not saying anything of note.
Wait, do you want me to edit you in like double? Do you want me to like sentence mix everything I say to also be your voice?
I think whenever the camera's not on me, the characters should be asking where is second.
Fine.
guy?
For this one, I'll make sure that anytime we talk over another, I cut out myself.
I like that you're like just the way that you're saying that it's clearly like a curse, like it's a Damocles curse.
The famous curse.
The curse of Damocles, son of Dracula.
Not to be confused with Dracules, which is of course Hercules after he turned into Dracula. Every
How does that
time.
happen? Oh,
Yeah,
so
it happened
that
in the third movie of the myth.
Oh, by the way, so what are you showing us here?
I got a cool wetsuit. Basically, there's an entire like extensive underground tunnel system underneath the house that you can go through that I did not use because I just kind of sidled along the side of the wall and jumped right up into the house. They got this big. Speaking of like Dracula style things, Dracula style meeting table down here and everything.
Oh yeah.
Sort of similar
Like
to the Columbia one from the Hitman 2.
When you say Dracula style meeting table, do you mean like a Dracula, like at the Dracula place, like
An old European style meeting room with like a Charles Foster Kane table and like a chandelier above it.
I see a long
Regal,
table that
if you will.
indicates somebody very rich and important is here, and they probably have been since the 1400s. Yes.
I'm not quite sure if that's true, but certainly the house would indicate that.
Yeah.
A fancy manse in Argentina.
I guess this is in Argentina, so it's probably a totally different social style. Yeah, I thought I forgot because you mentioned the last mission is in the Carpathians.
Yes, it is the Carpathian Mountains, and we'll be seeing that next time after we actually record this episode, of course.
Okay.
Then here's the part where I actually go into like the grape fields and everything.
Okay.
Why are we even taking this seriously? This is not a listed episode.
Well, we gotta go over it eventually. I mean,
True. It's like we gotta see this as rehearsal, right?
I mean, content is king at the end of the day.
This is not content that we're showing on the channel, except to maybe like 3 people.
Yeah, but we gotta kind of
only they'll know the sins that I committed in this episode. No, I'm not here. Don't worry about it.
I feel like if there's a bald man crouching.
No, they didn't see me. I'm hidden in the plants.
Yeah.
19
Perfect
people.
disguise.
Good.
He's got perfect
I mean, I'm
disguise
gonna
even when he
delete
goes
this
among the
VOD
plants. Like,
afterwards.
that's
By
how
the
useful
way,
the bald thing is.
you can't know about Endo
it's
Fanera
true.
episode
Like,
3. If anything, Hitman's greatest asset is his bald head. It's so unnotable that anytime anybody looks at it, they just kind of like their eyes just glaze over, and they have to really concentrate if they want to see him.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is true for all bald people in real life too. They're masters of disguise. Well, they're masters of stealth. They're not masters of disguise unless the person is also bald.
Yeah, this is actually why basketball players, a lot of them are bald. It's because it just kind of they're so
they can sneak around the
tall.
enemy team.
Exactly,
The enemy team.
yeah.
They can sneak around their enemies on the court.
Yes, exactly, and get the rebound. And I mean, Rodman actually used camouflage. Like he had some hair.
Ah,
but
yes,
it
the
was
Rod
different
Man.
color. Yes. That's why he's the greatest rebounder of all time. But usually you're better off just going bald.
That's why they call him the greatest rod bounder of all time.
That's true.
Anyway, much like in the murder mystery thing, I can still make some lethal poison, but that's not a very stealthy way to kill people if they just kind of drop dead.
Antifreeze in the wine, that is a very serious offense.
It is. It is also not what I'm doing here.
Oh, okay.
However, what I am doing here is picking some grapes. That's right. For some reason, you can actually pick grapes. You do need a grape knife to do that, so, keep that in mind.
I heard you need a grape knife.
I don't know. I have no reason why I did that. Fuck these grapes. Slams.
I bet you wonder why I caught that grape with that knife that was provided there.
Because I found a grape knife, so obviously I need to cut the grape.
I heard you need the grape.
Also, you can cut like 40 different grapes in this area. Do you mind, guys? No, whatever. And yeah, it's not like it's a real mission. Yeah.
I see you've been found.
Go run over here instead and just restart the mission anyway. And here's what happens if you don't immediately start grabbing bananas and transforming them into women. Learn that from Endo Fanera, the digital wizard.
Is that a poisoned drink? It looks. Oh no.
No, this is There's an entire thing. It's like where you actually go to the party and you get you talk with the bartender and they let you know about all the stuff and.
Can you drink poison like in this game and then it just ends the mission?
No.
Oh, okay. I was just curious. I mean, I didn't know.
No, you cannot intentionally. I don't think poison would work on Hitman.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, just for that.
I think he would just
poison.
store it like in his poison sacks and then shoot it out of his eyes at his enemies.
Yeah, you do kind of that. I was thinking like kind of like a Princess Bride thing. You poison both drinks. You built up an immunity to it, kind of thing. I don't know.
Any sort of cannibals that try to capture him will be sorely disappointed and also dead.
Yes.
Hitman is both venomous and poisonous.
I like that they just have... I like that this whole game just revolves around creating these elaborate locations. Like, oh yeah, there's a whole winery. You don't actually have to go there at any point, but you could.
And, you can. It's like you did, and there is one of the things that the woman that Tamara, the other target that's not the guy, Don Yates, they actually do a winery tour if you set that up. Then you can smash her in the grape press.
Just putting a hit
which I didn't do. I didn't find out about that until everything was already recorded. Oh yeah, also bringing back like the whole Ken Morgan's thing. Hey, it's that microphone again.
You can get $1 as a hitman by killing Tamara. Sorry.
No, continue.
There'll be nothing because she'll be dead. Just thinking
Poison
about
is disappointment there too. It's not poison in this game. It just reduces your my special meter, the blue one there.
Tamara.
Nobody actually, which is annoying. You gotta remember, we destroyed the ICA by killing Endo Fanera, the wizard, in the last episode. Fire though just doesn't last long enough for me to even.
Who are Yates and Tamara? I probably
get it effectively.
Talked about it at the beginning
applied.
of the episode.
Yates was the lawyer. Okay.
Yates is the lawyer. Tamara is like Diana's bodyguard. More or less.
Okay. There you go. Yeah.
So yeah, I could set this entire thing up again if I wanted to. Why am I even bothering doing the episode once more?
I don't know. Just good vibes.
Okay, well, you're right. Rehearsal. Video. We talked about that. Yeah. But the thing is, it's just it's a very public area, so you can't really switch out the microphone very easily, as you can see here.
It's the rehearsal with Nathan Fielder.
That's right. It's exactly that. Oh. Yeah. Well, hey, now we can actually watch one of the cutscenes rather than having to leave you to watch it in the episode.
Yeah, which I never do. I never watch any.
And you don't remember them
doesn't-
anyway when we do that.
doesn't have my voice in it. You know, I just have such a lovely voice, and I just don't want to hear anything that doesn't have that.
It's the
personal
only
preference.
way. I mean, that's why it's just like I need to constantly be playing your voice in the background, because otherwise you don't listen to me.
What?
Oh, I turned it off.
I don't
Damn it.
I'm
Okay, here we go.
listening.
Look, I
you
edited
did.
it out of every episode, but still.
Okay, yeah.
Necessary evil. Oh no. Speaking of Hitman, he actually has been poisoned. So, you know.
Oh yeah. So you lampshaded that
No.
for me.
I forgot.
Oh, okay. Well, a lampshade is an objective object. It doesn't matter that you didn't remember.
It's true. You cannot deny the existence of a shaded lamp.
And Dangle, death of the author. Is he dying or is he just like knocked out?
It's a neurotoxin, but it's not like a deadly neurotoxin.
It's not. It's just like cerebellum stuff. You can live without your cerebellum, like.
Right. Hitman doesn't even have one of those. He's largely an undifferentiated mass of cells, like a mushroom.
Yeah, his cerebellum is just bald. He kind of just he reproduces rhizomatically. He just has like different Hitmans in his brain.
Right. It'll develop into a polyp after he dies.
As long as one of them survives the whole.
Oh, that's it.
Oh. That was so stupid. That's his power. That's why he's called Cell, that famous Hitman.
Come on. And then that's the end of the episode, by the way. Okay, well, that is... I hope you all enjoyed Endo Fanera episode 3. I will be deleting this VOD afterwards. That cannot be public knowledge. That was only played for you, and I will know exactly who it was that leaked it if you leak it. No, that was delightful. Now, shut up. It was not. I refuse to let that one out there. I will delete all evidence that we ever did in episode 3 of Endo Fanera. And I will deny... Really. And if anybody asks, I'll deny it. Okay. Well, let's see how this one goes this time, everybody. Oh boy. Oh boy. Nope, still have not gotten that even once. No. Let's use both of them right now. Man, I don't even know what was happening there. Nope. Okay. Give me the unlisted link. No. Ugh. Yeah. I'm a lawyer, trust me. Yeah, exactly. Okay, well, you know what? I am just gonna, we've been doing this for 2.5 hours at this point. I am no closer to actually beating this boss. Good. But at least now I can delete Endo Fanera. Hitman over an Eliza P episode. Yeah, well. This one is taking a while now, isn't it? But I expected that. It is that sort of boss, right? Yay.